Are you committed to growing your practice in 2020? And so there's no misunderstanding. By growing your practice, we mean increasing your net income after expenses. Hello, my name is Tom Vasallo, and I have 30 years experience in long-term care planning.
There are several ways people can go through their money during retirement, but the three big ones are taxes, inflation, and long-term care. Now, long-term care, there's a 70% chance people over the age of 65 will have a long-term care event during their lifetime. So if you're a couple in the room, that's a 91% chance either one or both of you will need care.
I know what you're thinking. I don't want anything to do with long-term care insurance. The few products I've sold in the past are causing me headaches today. Insurance companies are withdrawing from the long-term care market. Clients I have sold policies to in the past are getting rate increases that I have to deal with today. There just isn't a good solution for my clients. That exact attitude by advisors and their choice to bury their head in the sand when it comes to long-term care is exactly what has created a perfect storm for advisors that would like to cost-effectively grow their practice today. I can help you acquire new clients, grow your assets under management and annuity premium through a long-term care conversation. The neglect of today's financial advisors to address long-term care has created an unmet need. Over half, or 52% of Americans over age 40, have said that they have a great deal of concern regarding long-term care. Nearly half, or 48% of Americans 40 years or older, acknowledge that just about everyone will require long-term care at some point. 57% of Americans age 40 or older have had some experience with long-term care in their family. And according to a recent study by Nationwide, over 75% of Americans age 50 and over have never discussed long-term care with their financial advisor. Why are these facts important to you? Because long-term care workshops have proven to be the most cost-effective method to acquire new clients and drive a wedge between them and any current advisors they may have.
This Pension Protection Act went into effect January 1st, 2010, and this could be the difference between your loved one dying broke in a Medicaid bed or having a lot of money and a lot of options. What we found is financial advisors, they're trying to be too many things to too many people, and they really don't specialize. They don't understand. So that's really the essence of what we do at Key Planning Partners. We specialize in the long-term care planning process.
Let's first talk experience. I've been specializing in long-term care since 1990. There was a time I spent 40 weeks a year on the road speaking on the subject of long-term care. Unfortunately, you can't pick up that type of experience overnight. We developed this program in such a way that I can personally mentor and support your entry into long-term care planning. To prove this point, we had Marie Colbert conduct a series of long-term care workshops and track the results.
Hi, my name is Marie Colbert, and even though I'm an experienced financial services professional, prior to these long-term care workshops, I had never conducted a retail workshop. I also had never helped a client plan for long-term care. My dad was diagnosed with what they thought at the time was early onset Alzheimer's, and it was a shock to our family. My brother was in med school, I was just starting out, so that burden that fell on us was the last thing that my dad would have ever wanted. When we asked his financial advisor what are our options, he pretty much told us start depleting his retirement account. And we saw very quickly if we started to do that at that quick of a rate, there was going to be nothing left very soon.
Now let's talk about return on investment. With the Platinum Workshop, we've partnered with a national charity that assists family members dealing with dementia. This has helped reduce the advertising costs because we can use their nonprofit indicia when promoting the workshop. The advertising cost for the Platinum Workshop was $5,332, and the room cost was just $400. We hosted this workshop at a Spring Hill Suites in Tampa, Florida. We served some cookies and coffee. There was no need to serve meals. So the total cost was $5,732. We're still working the appointments and have 3 prospects that we have not met with, but the revenue potential right now is $75,975 from this workshop. We'll update you as these cases actually close. On the Gold workshop, we advertise it just through Facebook. We have an agreement with the provider that we pay $100 per buying unit that actually shows up to the workshop. So there were 8 buying units that showed up, a total of $800. The room cost again was $400 for a total cost of $1,200. We still have one more prospect to meet from the Gold workshop, but of the people we've met so far, it looks like the revenue potential is $40,775. I'll give you a breakdown on how we generate this revenue in each one of these cases.
So all of this kind of comes together, and the first thing we need to look at is, what are the government programs? What are they, and how can they help pay for care, and is that an option? There's going to be 3 main ones we're going to talk about: Medicare, Medicaid, and a veterans benefit.
Many of the people that attended these workshops are in crisis mode. They're dealing with a long-term care issue right now in their family. We're dealing with a healthy spouse or the healthy children. Of the $116,750 of total potential revenue identified in these workshops, $58,975 are initial crisis planning. What's great about this is the time for procrastination is over. These clients have to make changes, and they have to do it immediately. Once we take care of the crisis, we're also moving on for the healthy spouse or the children. My experience over the last 30 years of selling long-term care is that people are extremely motivated to plan for long-term care once they've experienced it in their family. So the family members of someone currently receiving care is the ideal prospect. So the question becomes, how can we as an advisor help a client qualify for Medicaid and generate revenue? So here's an example of a Medicaid planning case that Marie generated at her workshop. We have Tony, who's age 59, married to her husband William, who is age 75. William has some issues with dementia, which Tony is currently managing. But she sees the path William is on and realizes he's going to need some professional assistance in the future. Currently, they have $37,000 in cash, an annuity worth $10,000, and another $200,000 in CDs for a total of $247,000. In Florida, the asset limit for a couple for Medicaid in 2020 is $130,640. So they're currently $116,360 over the Medicaid limit. Without any planning, Tony would have to spend that $116,000 on William's care before Medicaid would help them financially. However, by meeting with us, we were able to reallocate $116,360 that would have been spent on William's care to a Medicaid-compliant annuity. By converting that into income on the healthy spouse, we're able to immediately qualify William for Medicaid. Tony's going to retain $419.55 a month in income for the next 25 years and 4 months. So rather than $116,000 being spent on a nursing home for William's care, we're able to convert it into income that Tony can use for the next 25 years. We're also going to reallocate $100,000 to an indexed annuity that has a 7% income step up, so when William passes away, we can replace some of his income for Tony. It also has a 50% income enhancement for ADL's deficiencies. So if William is unable to perform 2 of 6 activities of daily living, the income will be stepped up by 50%. And by the way, all surrender charges are waived if there's an activity of daily living deficiency as well. So now we've been able to reallocate $100,000 into an annuity specific for Tony that will benefit William if he needs assistance. We were able to immediately qualify them for Medicaid rather than the $116,360 being spent on William's care. and as an advisor, we are able to generate $10,573 in revenue.
This one may resonate with some of you because if you've already been diagnosed, some of the other solutions that we spoke about earlier may be a little bit more difficult to get. But Tom was diagnosed with early stage Parkinson's. He had come to one of our meetings and said, I wish I would have come 6 months sooner. Went through the different questions with him, and he said he would use $300,000 in CDs. He said, well, if you can answer no to just one question, we may be able to provide some leverage. That question is, are you currently in a nursing home?
Here is another case from Marie's first workshop. Robert, age 76, attended one of the Gold workshops, concerned about his wife Mary, also age 76. Mary has been diagnosed with MS and is now showing signs of dementia. Robert and Mary have a combined pension and Social Security income of $9,499 per month. And Robert has the Federal Partnership Long-Term Care Policy. Robert is currently caring for Mary, and they're doing fine. However, Robert has a very real concern of what will happen to Mary should he predecease her. You see, Mary does not have any long-term care insurance, and her income will be reduced from $9,499 per month to $2,645 per month on Robert's death. In addition, if Robert should pass away, Mary will lose her primary caregiver. We were able to provide Robert peace of mind should he predecease Mary. By reallocating $590,000 into the annuity described by Marie, it will guarantee lifetime income for Mary in 5 years in the amount of $53,066.96. Today, Mary already has one activity of daily living deficiency. If she loses a second activity of daily living, several things will happen to this annuity. The bonus will immediately vest, and the annuity will become completely liquid. The lifetime income will increase by 50% to $79,600.44. If you combine that with Mary's Social Security and pension of $2,645 per month, that will equal $9,278.37 per month in income. Robert now has the peace of mind that Mary will be taken care of with lifetime income while retaining the assets that can be passed on to Robert's and Mary's children. Now let's talk about how long-term care workshops eliminate the flaws inherent in the typical financial workshops. The problem with the typical financial workshops is they have to rely on the food and the restaurant to generate attendance. When you look at the advertising of most financial workshops, the food and the restaurant logo are what is featured. The financial topics seem to be an afterthought. It's the only way to generate attendance because the public does not have enough interest in the financial topics. It's a running joke up in the villages that you can eat free every night at financial workshops. Contrast that to the long-term care workshops. We have the ability to cost-effectively generate attendance without having to serve food. This is important for two reasons. First and foremost, the people attending the workshop are genuinely interested in planning for long-term care. This means we have far more qualified prospects in attendance. Secondly, we're not paying to feed the attendees. We can keep the total room cost below $400. When we can generate the attendance cost-effectively based on the topic of long-term care planning and not a free meal, we can then generate the revenue necessary to make long-term care workshops the best investment you can make to increase your business in 2020. Give me a call at 813-875-6331 and we can talk about how we can integrate this into your practice.